See him?
Yeah, it's him right enough. Todd Loman.
What are we waiting for?
Hold it, Tom. He's got a lame horse. He'll make a stand. There's no point in charging in on his rifle. And when the herd covers us, we'll fan out and go in behind him.
Hurt bad.
Bring up the wagon.
We can catch him, Senor Tom. This horse cannot run far.
I can see that. Well, wait till he thinks he's safe. I'll go after him.
Along? Let me go with you.
I have to do this by myself. Now, you and the others just get Otis home.
Senor Tom, I hope your father won't kill us all.
I'll make him happy. I'll bring him Loman's ears. All right, roll him fast.
Pac was riding for the doctor, Patron. We found Loman at Copperhead Creek. He said a stampede. Senor Otis, he fell among the ranch horses.
Where's Tom?
After Loman, Patron.
Get him in the house.
Stand right there. Drop your rifle. Now drop your pistol. Left hand. Now move out. That's far enough. I'm glad you're not just one of the Boyd riders, because what I got to say is for your family. The night your brother Shorty died, I couldn't make anybody listen because everybody was panicky. So now you listen. I didn't kill your brother Shorty. He fell on his own knife. You think I'm lying? Ain't you proof enough I'm not killing you?
You could be lying about that, too.
You'd go back and you'd tell your people that I never killed nobody and I don't intend to. The only reason I'm running away is to prevent it happening. Just let me alone, that's all I ask. Now get! I could have put that bullet right between your eyes. Remember that, and remember that good. Now get up! Get out of here. Well, they won't run you anymore anyway.
Tom's coming.
All right. I don't know whether he'll live or not. A couple of days will answer that. But I'm sure of one thing. He'll be paralyzed if he does live.
Give the doctor a good breakfast and a room where he can rest. Six men with guns and fast horses. 6 Carmody. And they let this drifter stampede their herd and ride away on a crippled nag.
Otis was calling all the turns out of the road right down in there after him.
Your brother paid for his mistake. Now you're going to pay for yours. Instead of taking Miguel with you, try to play cat with a mouse, and a mouse ate the cat.
I was doing what you'd do. You'd have gone after him by yourself.
What do you think I am? One of those fools that wants to be a big man with a quick trigger? The only time I ever went alone was when I didn't have money to hire guns.
I'd ambush him if I'd have known he was that fast with a rifle. I never seen a man get off a shot the way he did. And let me tell you something, it wasn't luck either.
I'm not interested in why he got away. I'm only interested because he did.
He doesn't have a horse now.
What?
I shot his horse.
You shot his horse?
Oh, I'm not going to take a beating off you now. I've had enough for one night.
You men, clear out of here for now. He shot his horse. When I was a bounden servant boy to a dirt farmer in Tennessee, plowing from sunrise to moonset, I swore I'd make a mark in this world that people could see after I was dead. I raised my sons to own it, keep the name on it. Now Shorty's killed. Maybe Otis, too. That saddle tramp has come close to washing my mark out. You and me are going after him this time, Carm.
How many men do we take?
True blood. Morgan. Bayless is fast, isn't he?
Fast enough.
Bayless, then. And Tom. Go tell him.
Right down there.
He's packing all his gear. Won't get very far. First thing we'll find is a saddle.
Came out of the Gulch share, heading northwest.
Before you move, let's talk.
You got nothing more to say?
Well, let's try and think of something. Who are you?
What are you doing here? No horse, no pack, just a rifle.
You people ain't friends of the Boyds?
Neither? This young fella might be that drifter that Hunter Boyd's men have been beating the bush about.
Doesn't look worth all the trouble, does it?
That's a fact. Here, boy, take a fix on this.
I ain't much for whiskey, mister.
Go ahead and do as I say. Kind of starts the fire burning again, don't it? My name is Bradley. I live on the other side of Socorro. This is my daughter, Nita. You don't have anything to be scared of from us, as long as we don't have anything to be afraid of from you.
I reckon that's fair enough.
All right, let's get up. Yeah, I expect it's been a long time since you ate. We better camp here. Nita, fix up some corn cakes and bacon, and cut that bacon lean about a half-inch thick. Let's break out that jug of blackstrap molasses and pour it over the corn cakes. Sound good, boy?
Yes, sir, it sure does.
All right. Come on, get going.
out straight across the lava bed. You can't cross that. We'll cut the horses to pieces.
It's still an hour's light. We'll spread and come around. Whichever group picks up his trail on the other side will build a fire for a signal.
Then I had this job riding fence for Mr. Rustov over the mountains. And I'd done my work and I got my pay and I was heading out the next morning. Well, there's this dance at the schoolhouse. I don't know why I went because I can't dance. But this girl there, she asked me to pump her a glass of water.
What girl?
What difference does it make? And quit interrupting. Go on, boy. Get to that knife.
It was Shorty Boyd's girl, Miss Bradley. Well, I pumped her a drink and Shorty Boyd came over and braced me. He drew a knife on me and I knocked him down. Didn't even know he was hurt until I saw the blood. Then I picked him up and I carried him back into the schoolhouse.
And that was a mistake.
I found that out. I've been running ever since.
Know the boy's father, Hunter Boyd?
No, I never saw him.
Hardly any people do see him anymore. I remember him 15 years back when he and that shadow, his comedy, come riding up out of the bank on a couple of half-broke horses. Hunter's 3 kids sitting on a flatbed wagon pulled by a skinny old mule. Then Hunter staked his ranch and began to spread out. He spread fast. Son, he's a powerfully wicked man. Let nothing stand in his way. Except he's got a queer sense of justice. It's all his own. But I reckon you ain't gonna come in for a share of that.
No, sir, I reckon not. I'm about at my wit's end, Mr. Bradley. I bet you they're out there someplace right now just hunting for me.
You got a right to defend yourself. You could drop a couple of board men. Maybe the rest of them wouldn't be too eager.
I just as lief not do that if I can help it.
Why? It's your life. You afraid to fight for it?
I reckon if I weren't some afraid, Miss Bradley, I wouldn't be here right now to admit it.
That's comforting, man. What are you most afraid of, boy? Being killed or killing?
I don't think I ever could kill a man, or would, even if I had to.
Well, a man's not always allowed time to think those things out. And that's a hard fact in this country.
Maybe it's even a harder fact to try to forget what you've been taught and what you believe.
Food's ready.
Down towards the river, dragging his feet. Easy tracking.
All right, we'll stay here. Move at first light.
Here, boy, try this on for dessert.
What is it?
Genuine California orange. I traded for a dozen down in Fort Kingdom.
What do I do with it? Just bite right in?
Give it to me.
Where are you from, Todd?
Highway?
Folks there?
No. No, I'm fixing to join up with my pa out here.
Where is he?
Well, someone down in Santa Fe said he was up around Socorro. That's where I was heading when I got that job fence riding. Did you ever hear my pa around Socorro?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, not that way. Break it and eat the quarters.
Mmm. That's something.
I take it you haven't got around a lot, Todd.
Well, he never did come home after the war. He just headed out west here. He's going to send for my ma and me, but I guess things got kind of tough for him out here. So I came out after my ma died to see if I could give him a hand. If I can find him. I've been looking for 3 years now.
He deserted your mother and you're going to give him a hand? No wonder you're in trouble, boy. You're just not very bright.
I thank you for showing me how to peel an orange, Miss Bradley.
Todd, I've got 6 daughters. This one's my oldest. She's the nearest thing I ever had to a boy. I put up with her. I'd take it kindly if you'd overlook her bad manners.
Here, you. Here's some soap. Get in the hot water pool and wash. I'll scrub your clothes while you're bathing.
No, thank you, ma'am. I'm all right.
You smell like a goat. Well, go on. I want to bathe, too.
I always heard it was ladies first.
No ladies here. I can rope and brand, and I don't ride side saddle.
Well, maybe you can do all them things, but you can't watch me take no bath.
Then stink. But sleep 100 feet away from us.
Is she gonna get stark naked?
I asked you not to think unkindly of her.
What's out there?
Nothing.
You don't like this job.
Let Loman right off, Hunter.
He'll get his chance.
I mean off and out. I got a funny feeling about this.
Well, that's where I'm going. Why don't you ride with me a piece?
I reckon you know that the Boyds are looking for me.
Sure. But if I were you, I'd forget about the Boyds for a while. This is Comanche country. You can go through safe with me. I trade with them.
I reckon I'll just take the rifle shells.
Yeah. It's up to you. Seems kind of stupid to have the Boyds and the Indians chasing you, too. Get there! Mr. Leopard Finger! Behind.
Pull up, I'll saddle my horse.
No. Get up here with your rifle.
Pull up, Mr. Leopard Finger, you don't owe me anything.
Boy, you sure do work hard at doing the wrong thing. Look, I got a reputation with a gun darn near as good as you. Now, if I'm a Boyd man, they'll think twice before they jump the two of us. Now, do like I say. Get up here. Still there?
Still there.
Well, maybe we better pull up and see if they'll show their hand. You keep your eye on your rifle. Let me do the talking. Howdy.
Howdy.
Mighty chilly, ain't it?
Yeah, kinda. Heading up Socorro way, are you?
Not directly, no. Gotta go to Magdalena first. Got a load to pick up there.
See, you got some extra horses.
Yeah, it's awful rough country on horses. We lost one just last week.
Be seeing you.
Well, what are you waiting for?
What?
They're Boyd's men. Cut down on them. I'll help you bury them, the horses too. Nobody will know.
I can't do that.
Just trying to be constructive. Get up there! Hey! Come up there! How are you? Throw down! First time I've ever been followed by people ahead of me. Makes me nervous.
When they get out of sight, stop and let me off. I'll saddle up and cut back.
Run, huh? Afraid to kill a man?
I did kill a man. I killed Carmody.
Comedy. Son, if you got them kind of guts, you can sure swat these flies.
People understand. Killing sickens a man.
A man's got a right to convictions, I guess. The only thing is, they don't help anybody, including himself, unless they fit the time and the place. And boy, this ain't the time and the place. Them birds up there are going to ambush us in them rocks. You
kid may be onto us. We should have made our move back there.
I would have, except for that rifle.
I'd sooner face that than Hunter Boyd if we lose Roman.
We won't lose.
Come on, boy. Here they come back. I'm not going to risk my neck for no fool. Get your saddle and horse.
Wait a minute. Solo, hey.
The four of us can stand him off.
Them Indians are friends of mine. You're Boyd's men. You're after this kid to kill him. Now get away from us. Get up. Them Indians is after horses. Let them have them. Get in the back of the wagon and cut them loose.
Ya se nos está haciendo muy tarde.
Looks like them bitches gonna fetch you.
Hot water for you, Mr. Loman.
Thank you, ma'am.
Véngase, muchachos, vénganse. Vamos a dejar lo que se
It looks like my women folks are dead set on watching you, ain't they, Todd? Come on, boy. No, come over here. Sit down here. Come on. Sit down and dig in.
Ain't nobody else gonna eat?
We've already had. We'd be glad to sit with you. Come on, girl. Sit down. Sit down there. Look good, boy. My gosh, Mother. I never realized it. She's really a grown-up woman.
¿Qué quieres, viejo? Tiene 18 años.
Is that a fact? Muy bonito?
Preciosa.
Would you sit down?
It's getting cold. Why don't you eat?
Sure.
Oh, it's so nice to have another man at the table. Mr. Bradley and I always wanted to have a half a dozen boys on one side and as many girls on the other.
Why don't you, Mama? We already have the girls.
Well, what you plan, honey, is one thing, and what you... I'm not unhappy about you. I wouldn't trade any of you for a pair of mules. But, Todd, I'd just like to have one boy in this house to back me up in my arguments with all these females.
Then let the stork have another chance, Papa.
Mariquita, niña. Oh.
How much farther is this Bradley place? Next big bend in the river.
Pregúntale a las estrellas si es que de noche me ven llorar.
This is a pretty place. Hills ringing all around and the river. I'd like to stay here for a while. I mean, I was never in a home like this before.
You're going over the Sangre de Cristo.
Yes, ma'am.
Can't you call my name?
Need it?
I know the way over the Sangre de Cristo.
I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Been almost everywhere. As far north as Pueblo.
It's a real nice home you got here. After a while, it's going to even be a better place. When the country grows up a little bit. Dad told me there are new wagons coming in here all the time. Pushing the Comanches further back, and pretty soon we'll be safe out here.
Why can't you stay here with us?
I'd only get you all into a lot of trouble.
Suppose we want to share your trouble. Suppose we just feel that way about it. Wouldn't that make any difference to you?
Well, you've done all you can.
Call my name again.
Nita.
I'm going with you.
No, No, you can't.
I am.
You can't. I don't even know where I'm going.
Can't.
I'll come back.
It's Harmony's horse. Looks like you guessed right.
Tú ya no dudes que yo te quiero.
Senor, there's riders by the river.
How many?
3, I think.
Mama, take the kids in the house.
Muchachas. Rosita.
Get Senor Loman's gun.
Si, senor.
Todd? Todd! There's 3 riders by the river. Now, Carlito will take you through a ravine. That'll put you on a trail over the Sangre de Cristo.
Are you going to have any trouble, Mr.
No
Ramos?
trouble, Fitz, boy. I'll stall him for a while. Come on, boy. You better get out of here.
Hurry, senor.